be a little bit too much. So I'll just do it like that and let it run. All right, and while that runs, let me grab something else. Hold on, y'all. Hey, when y'all come in, just at least comment what state you're watching from. You don't have to tell me what city. I always say just in case the feds is watching and you don't want people to know exactly where you are. So believe it or not, there's so many people that be watching and you can't see that they're watching, but they be watching. Believe me. Okay, there we go. I think you guys should be able to hear me now. BD, can you hear me? Okay. I think you guys can hear me now. Sorry. Perfect. Can you guys hear me? I can hear myself in the room on the TV, so I think you guys should be able to hear me now. Sorry about that, y'all. My YouTube audience couldn't hear me. This microphone needs to get charged up. All right, let me charge it up. I know y'all see my hole in my pants, but any pants that I know y'all see my hole in my pants, but any pants that I have is eligible to be used for workout pants if I can no longer wear them outside. Sorry about that, YouTube. I had so many of you guys on there and then I didn't even realize you couldn't hear me. Thank you so much for being communicative. TikTok, I know it's not a lot of you guys on here. I've been doing the most this morning. I got on a little earlier than I normally do so that I could show you guys something that I saw, which was that I needed to start eating. Ah! And I just made a mess in my living room and I'm not going to clean it up right now because I was trying to do the most. I just made my plants fall. I'm just not going to clean it up right now. Okay, let's go. This is all of the distraction that happens that prevents me from doing everything that I need to do. Me not paying attention to this cord and moving the machine and my plants falling is a distraction. Something to get me out of my mind. Luckily, these are the snake plants, so they're pretty resilient. But anyway, TikTok, I'm at 1.5. What time is it? Okay, it's almost 9:30. So actually, I'm thinking that I got on here early, and I really didn't. I got on here earlier than I normally get on the stream, but I'm still pretty late in the morning. So I was telling you guys that I follow Tony Fine of Fine Fit Fitness. If you're on TikTok, she's probably not probably. She is on live right now. So if you swipe through your live feed, you will see her on one of her pages. If you're on YouTube, I don't know that she streams her live on YouTube, but you can follow her on Facebook, Tony Fine, Fine Fit Fitness, and she talks about building muscle, losing weight, and she talks about eating within 30 minutes of waking up. And so I watched this other lady on the Diary of a CEO. Stephen Bartlett has a podcast called Diary of a CEO, and he had a guest on by the name of Dr. Stacy Sims. And she says that perimenopausal women, menopausal and postmenopausal women should eat something. And I don't even think it's necessarily directed toward perimenopause, menopause, or postmenopausal. I think it's just women in general because our bodies are different than men, that we should eat before working out. Hey, YouTube. I see the numbers keep increasing. I guess the more I go live on YouTube, the more of you guys are aware that I'm live. So thank y'all for joining. I know it's a lot of people who uninstalled their TikTok app and they can't go online get on TikTok. So I appreciate those of you who come to YouTube. And if you are on TikTok and you want to, good morning, Imani. Oh, hold on, y'all. My YouTube people, my phone fell, so my YouTube people can't see me. Hold on. Let me try to get them together. All right, YouTube, I'm sorry about that. Hold on one sec. I'm sorry about that. Okay. You guys should let me know if you lose the audio. Let me know, YouTube, if you lose the audio because the phone fell. You guys should still be able to hear me. Imani, you just reached level 5 on my team. Thank you so much, Imani, for coming day after day. Y'all have to tell me what you guys did for Super Bowl Sunday. Did everybody watch the game? Because I thought it was a pretty impressive game for Philadelphia. They had the rookie, what was his name? Cooper DeJean or Coop DeJean? That's what his name was. He got a couple picks, or he got a pick, and then he ran it all the way in. Listen, rookies and freshmen, they can often bring some needed spark to a team. One of the benefits of having rookies is that they kind of get you out of your normal routine. That's probably one of the cons as well, is that you bring some new blood on the team and they're going to do some stuff that maybe wasn't designed in the play. They're going to be looking out for some things that maybe veteran folk aren't paying attention to because they're so busy doing their jobs, right? But they often bring good stuff. So I like the rookies across all sports. Rookies in basketball, rookies in football. And I feel like that was on display yesterday in the Super Bowl. Normally, honestly, you guys, unless it's the Carolina Panthers playing, I don't usually tune into football like that. But my husband loves it. He's a Cowboys fan, and he got a ton of Cowboys paraphernalia. So we in a house divided. We just have different interests. So I'm a hometown girl. I'm a Carolina girl. So all the Carolina teams I be rooting for. Let me tell y'all something. I'm only at, let me see what my speed is. My speed is probably 2.0. But when I tell y'all, like I'm feeling it in my hips, I don't know if it's because I've been doing this for quite a while. I started going live every day, walking for 30 minutes. I did it for 7 days straight. And then I took 4 days off. And then today is day 7 of my restart. So tomorrow would be, when I go live tomorrow, that'll be longer than I started the first time. But technically, I've been walking live with you guys for 14 days. And so I'm feeling it all through my hips. Now, YouTube, you guys have a different angle. It's probably not the most flattering angle, but it is what it is. Until I can get me a second ring light, which I need to order today, you guys are going to get sort of a different viewpoint and angle of my walking. But anyway, whether it's TikTok or YouTube, my name is Lashanda. I live in Charlotte. I go live every morning and I walk on my walking pad for 30 minutes and a mile. So if I hit my 30-mile goal and I have not hit a mile, I keep walking. If I hit the mile and it's not been 30 minutes, I keep walking. I am someone who lost about 80 pounds about 10 years ago with just walking. The walking was out of necessity. We had one car in my household. My daughter was entering kindergarten because I had been a stay-at-home mom for about 2 years. I was working when she was a little smaller, and then my husband and I realized that it was averse to my earnings to be paying daycare for her compared to what I was making. Because daycare here in the Carolinas, North Carolina, Charlotte specifically, is crazy. So I decided to, and especially with us only having one car, I decided to just stay home. So when she became 5 and eligible to go to kindergarten, I then got a job. And I'm going to pump this up to 2.5. I got a job. And the first week of that job, I took Uber and Lyft to work the entire week. And I was spending $20 one way to get from the little town on the edge of Charlotte called Mint Hill. I had to take 2 buses. The first week I took Uber and Lyft. So I was spending $20 one way. So that means to get a ride home, I would have to spend another $20 if my husband couldn't come pick me up. So $40 a day to get to work, get to and from work. For me, that just didn't make any sense. So I said, okay, there's a bus that stops in front of my job. Let me find out what bus number that is or what route that is. And then we're almost at 12 minutes, y'all. I'm only walking for 30 minutes. It's just 30 minutes. Do you know you have 30 minutes? So I got the number. Then I started to pay attention to what bus, and this was in the first week, what bus was showing up near my home, our apartments. And then I called the bus depot. I called Charlotte Mecklenburg Transit and got that information. So I ended up, when all was said and done, to get to my place of employment from my apartment in Mint Hill, I needed to take the express bus, a train, and a local bus to my job. Then in the afternoon, I'd have to do the reverse. Get on the local bus, get on the train, and then get on the express bus home. So 13 minutes, we got less than 17 minutes, y'all, left on this walk. So this is what I would do. The bus stop wasn't far from my apartment, but it wasn't close either. I had to walk out of the gates, walk up to the top of the highway, cross over some apartments to catch the bus. Then got on the bus, sit down. The express bus would take me into uptown Charlotte, where I had to get off the bus, go up a flight of stairs, might have been 2 flights of stairs, and get on the train, sit down. The train would take me to my next point of contact. I would get off the train, walk down a flight of stairs, walk at least 2 blocks to the local bus stop. Hey, Mr. Green. Hey, Lorraine. Hey, Isaiah. So, walk 2 blocks to the local bus stop, wait for the bus. Sometimes I would walk in the Bojangles or the QT gas station and get me a biscuit, a water, maybe a soda pop. Get on the bus, sit down. That local bus would put me off right in front of my job. But oh, that wasn't just it. Then I had to walk down a hill to get to the building where I worked. And then walk up a flight of stairs. I believe we were on the 2nd floor. I can't remember if we were on the 2nd or the 3rd floor. Might have been the 3rd floor. It's been so long ago. Like I said, this was 10 years ago. So then I would take my running shoes off, put my heels on, get my little wipes and touch up under my arms if I sweat, touch up the hot spots, put some perfume on, some powder on, and go get me a cup of coffee, turn on my machine, and I will work. And I did all of that by 7:30 a.m. So the express bus would come at 6 a.m. So that means that I needed to be out of my house walking to the bus stop by 5:30. And if I had to be out of the house by 5:30, that means I needed to be up by 4:30 to have my clothes and stuff. But I try to cut down on that hour as much as possible by taking my shower at night, taking my clothes out, doing my hair as much as I could. And back then, I wore wigs every single day. So I kept my natural hair braided down so that it would make it easier for me to... Matter of fact, I had braids when I started that job. And I kept those braids in for a while. And then I wore my afro. And then I started wearing wigs because it was just super easier. And it looked good. So saying all that to say, I had to walk out of necessity. I would walk to the bus stop, walk into the bus depot, get on the train, walk to the next bus stop, walk down the hill, all before 7:30 a.m. And I get off at 4, walk up the hill to the bus stop, then walk up the stairs to the train, get off the train, walk down the stairs to catch the express bus. And then once the express bus put me off in Mint Hill, I would walk a good little while to my apartment. And I dropped 80 pounds in a matter of 6 months. So I'm not telling you something that somebody told me. I'm not telling you something from a book I read or a podcast I read. I'm telling you something specifically from the horse's mouth. Hi, Vanna. Thank you for the follow. Hey girl, hey, what state are you watching from? So you don't have to join a gym. You don't have to sign up for yoga or Pilates. All you need to do is walk. You don't even have to get this walking pad if you don't want to. It's $122. It's in the card. If you want to click the card and see, you can get it. Make sure you utilize your TikTok shop coupons. Zen Active walking pad is what I have. And there are tons of ones out there. This one I like because it came whole. There was about 3 or 4 pieces to it. This remote, the main unit, the power cord, which is disconnectable, and there is a lubricant bottle that comes along with it. I haven't had to lubricate it just yet, but that's not to say I won't or won't need to. Oh, and it came with this little tool to adjust the belt from left to right. So I ordered it a couple of months back, and it came within a week, maybe a week and a half, if I'm remembering properly. And it sat here. I leaned it up against this wall for at least a week or two, thinking that, hey, who is that? That's Imani. Thank you for the heart pop, Imani. You helping me get to my goal. I'm sitting here talking so much, I didn't even see that you had sent me the heart puffs. Oh, Imani, did you help me get my entire goal? Oh my God. Imani. Imani. Oh my God, you're amazing. And I needed the break because you see how I can't even get it out. Thank you, Imani. You're amazing. If you all need some people in your community to come and affirm you, Imani comes in my life every single day and chit chats with me. She engages with my life. Woo! Thank you, Imani. Oh, hold on. You walking today, Imani? Do it. I always say it's only 30 minutes. 30 minutes in the mile is what I do. Texas Digital. Hello. All right, y'all. We at 20 minutes. So I have less than to walk. This is in a train to get to my new job 10 years ago. And in the span of 6 months, I lost 80 pounds. No lie. I was more than 280 pounds at that time, if I'm being honest. And I got down to about 200. And I teeter-tottered a little bit between 2 and 215, but I lost the weight. And then after I lost the weight from walking, I got a personal trainer. One of the girls at the job, her daughter was a personal trainer and was making it a business because she looks amazing. And when I tell you, I lost maybe 10 pounds doing that. And I was like, how is it that I can walk on my own and when I get a personal trainer and do all these weights, I only lost 10 pounds. And I'm going to tell you, I've learned just this year what the difference is. There are people out there who over-exercise. There are people out there who work out 3 times a day. They do eat well, probably, or they eat less. Y'all know these almond ladies. They eat 10 almonds, a boiled egg for every meal. So they undereat, over-exercise, and they look malnutritious. I didn't look like that because, first of all, I'm black. I got hips and booty and thighs. So when I lost the weight, that's exactly it, Imani. When I lost the weight, all of those little pockets of fat started to dissipate, but I still had muscle underneath because I was doing all the things. While I was walking, I didn't realize I'm carrying at least a 30-pound book bag because I had to have my stuff, all of my stuff had to be able to be carried when I was walking. So I had my purse, which is always heavy. I'm a woman, I'm a grown woman, I'm a Southern woman. We have all the things in there. Snacks, medicine, in case my head hurt or whatever. I'm gonna have deodorant, wipes, extra sanitary stuff as a woman. So I was carrying a 30-pound book bag and my shoes. Because I was walking, I had to have running shoes on. So when I would get to work, I had to take my running shoes off and put my heels on and sashay around work and be cute as a medical biller and coder, right? Going meetings. When it was time for me to get back on that bus, take them heels off, put my running shoes back on, pick up my 30-pound book bag, and walk up that hill to the bus stop to get to the bus. So what I was doing, Imani just said it in the live, I was still building muscle because I didn't have the auntie arms like I kind of do now. It's starting to dissipate a little bit, but I was building muscle by doing all that, by carrying that. And I ain't even gonna lie to y'all, sometimes I would go grocery shopping before I would walk home. When the bus would put me off, the bus put me off right at the Harris Teeter grocery store. Thank you for liking the live, Imani. Imani, I love you, Imani. I'm at 0.9, y'all, so we're almost at my mile. So it would put me off at the grocery store. And if I needed a couple of things, not only did I have my 30-pound book bag on my back, sometimes I would go in the Harris Teeter and get a couple of things for the house. So I had a 30-pound book bag on my back, and sometimes I would have groceries in my hands. We do what we need to do, people. You're going to do what you need to do. Because I knew that my husband wasn't going to come home till later, I need them eggs. I need that pack of chicken. I need that spaghetti sauce and that pasta. So I would go in Harris Teeter and get that. So whole time, I'm carrying stuff while I'm walking. So I'm building muscle. When I got the personal trainer, all of the weight, all of the extra weight, well, most of the extra weight, I had already done the work by the cardio. So really, what I was doing was replacing that fat with more muscle. So it didn't equate at the time to weight loss. There is a difference between building muscle and weight loss. Those almond ladies who eat 10 almonds, 1 boiled egg, and they drink their Crystal Light 3 meals a day, those people are losing weight, but they are not building muscle. And what happens is when they get older, when they get 40, exactly, fat loss. If you just lose weight, you could be potentially losing muscle as well.
So we're trying to lose fat, build muscle. The more muscle you have, the less fat you have, the more you look good. Tony Fine says you look like Megan Thee Stallion. But if you just lose weight and you're not actually building muscle, you're going to look saggy, flabby, and busted. That's what she calls it. That's her words. I'm just telling you what she said. Y'all going her live right now. That's what she's saying. So you got to build muscle. And I'm going to tell you something that Dr. Stacy Sims said on the Diary of a CEO podcast with Stephen Bartlett, the host. Dr. Stacy Sims said, muscle is related to health as you get older, particularly for women. If you build muscle, strengthen your core, strengthen the posterior part of your body, as well as the anterior part of your body, when you get older, your body can absorb a little bit more, right? We talk about older women getting osteoporotic, meaning they develop osteoporosis, right? They have to do these bone density scans and things like that. And that's because maybe they are frail because they ate 10 almonds, 1 boiled egg, and they're Crystal Light 3 times a day. So not only do they not have muscle, they didn't give their body the proper nutrition. Building muscle, having the proper amounts of vitamins is the key to health. And I know that sounds crazy coming from a woman that looks like me, because I might not have the archetype perfect body right now, but come walk with me. We almost at 30 minutes. Watch my journey. You guys are going to see me transform my body every day by doing something as simple as walking for 30 minutes in a mile. Yes, that's what she says, Imani. That's exactly what she says. And that makes so much sense to me. So I hit my 30 minutes. Let's see where we at with my mile. I have been able to sit on this live and talk to you guys. I hit my mile. So we did it, Joe. We did it. Woo! And I was only at 2.5. Woo! That was so good, y'all. That makes me feel good. I've been here able to talk to you guys. Look at this sweat, YouTube. I got my YouTube audience right here, you guys. Look at this sweat. I haven't done any of my skincare. TikTok. Look at that. 30 minutes of walking. Okay? Thank you. Thank you, Imani. You've been amazing today. You don't have to join a gym. Save your money this year. That money, that $600 that you were going to spend on that gym, take some of that and buy you this walking pad. The Zen Active walking pad. It goes up to 5.0. I learned that yesterday. And you don't even have to hit 5.0. Normally I start out at 2.0 and I go up to 2.5. I have hit 3.0. 3.0 makes me feel like I'm jogging though. Thank you so much, Imani. 3.0 makes me feel like I'm jogging. So I typically stay around 2.5. I ain't gonna lie, most of the time I'm at 2.0. And if I can walk for 30 minutes at 2.0, Look how much sweat I have. I got my Fitbit on. My Fitbit has been going crazy this entire time. It's been going crazy. So I hit my target today, and I have been hitting my target for the last 7 days. And 4 days prior to that, I hit it for 7 days. So essentially, I have been going live with you guys and going 30 minutes and a mile. That's super simple. It's just 30 minutes. There are 24 hours in a day. Let's say you get your full 8 hours of sleep. That's still a considerable amount of time, y'all, to dedicate 30 minutes of your time to walking for yourself. No one is here. My husband works outside of the home. He's not here. My kid is at school. I got 30 minutes. But when that man gets up out of that bed, I'm awake because I'm a working professional. I've worked since I was 14. I'm currently not working, but I'm up anyway. So whatever time it is that you get, what time do I usually wake up in the morning? I walk in the morning. I don't have a specific time. I'm trying to come up with something that I can be consistent about. That is one of my vices, Imani, to be honest with you. Is I used to have in my bio 7 a.m. to 8:30, but there were a couple of mornings where I didn't even get on live until 8:30. And as you guys can see, there is things that you have to do to get set up to go live. Like I got to get the YouTube audience together. I got to get the TikTok stuff together. I got to post a video before I go live. That's what they tell you. If you want to maximize on the amount of people that come into your live, you have to post a video before you go live. So that when people are viewing your video, if they see your profile flashing like that, they're more apt to click on it, right? And so I need to start doing the same thing to my YouTube audience. I need to start posting videos to my YouTube shorts so that people can see that I'm live. So I can't necessarily buckle down a time that I normally walk in the mornings. Right now, because I don't have a job, it's usually between 8 and 9 o'clock that I'm usually on here. If, and it's a big if, because me and my husband been talking, I might not work again. I might just sit home, you know what I'm saying? And I ain't mad about it. I might just be a stay-at-home mom. I'm trying to get my YouTube audience in a stable position. I might just, be that stay-at-home mom. And if I do, then that means that I might have more time, like whenever they go do their things, like when my husband goes to work, when my daughter goes to school, I might have more time. So that's why, like this morning, even though I didn't go live technically until I think it was like 8 o'clock, I was up trying to post all the things. Y'all, this phone, I'm sorry to my YouTube audience, y'all. I'm just to hold y'all in my hand because neither one of these things that I have are working for it right now. I'm going to have to get me another ring light. I need to do that today. Order me another ring light. Or if you guys know of any ring lights that have the two phone holders on it, please send it to me in my DMs, in my message. I'm going to look for one on TikTok Shop or Amazon or something like that. But if y'all know they got something like that on here. But you can count on me to be here in the AM. There was one morning, I don't think I started until like 10. That might have been yesterday because um, me and my husband was in here watching a couple of games. Y'all, I'm itching. I haven't posted that video yet, I don't think. But I was talking about it in my live. I called myself wearing boob tape last week for, while I was live with y'all. And that boob tape, I broke out. I have been having an allergic reaction, so I've had to take some antihistamine, and I've been putting some salve or balm on it. And so whenever I sweat, it's really itchy. It's a time. And I'm usually not somebody who breaks out or, has issues. I have eczema, but yeah. Let's say 8 o'clock, Imani. How about that? I'm going to say 8 o'clock Eastern time. And I'm gonna try to have everything set up to where even if I don't have it all set up, I'm gonna go live at least on TikTok at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time every morning. That's including Saturdays and Sundays. Okay. And that way, anybody who wants to go walk with me as well, if you want to join me, you can do that as well. You can come if you have a vibration plate. Somebody was talking about a vibration plate yesterday. And I know they have all different kinds of treadmills, walking pads, and everything. Whatever you got, even if you are someone who walks in your neighborhood, if you want to go live, if you want to come with me and walk with me, that's fine. As a matter of fact, let me see. Can I set you guys here for just a second? No, I can't. Hold on. I'm going to see if I can bring you on for a little bit. Imani, we can chit chat a little bit. Ooh, ooh. I'm going to have to take this microphone off. That's what it is. The little piece in the bottom, you got to put it on the bottom of your phone. And so when you do that, it doesn't allow the phone to sit properly. So I'm just going to take the microphone off. You guys should still be able to hear me. You guys should still be able. Can y'all still hear me? TikTok, you should still be able to hear me. My microphone should be fine. All right, let me see if I can add you, Imani. Where are you? I'm trying to find you. And it's not letting me let you co-host. Are you in a space? Oh, hold on. Hey, Imani Donnie. I got two Imanis on here. Imani Love and Imani Donnie. Hi. Hey, Holistic Empress. Let me see. Oh, it only will let me bring you on as a guest. I can't do you as a So I sent you an invite, Imani. Let me know if you got it. I reset my live goal too, y'all. So if you want to contribute to that goal as well, I greatly appreciate it. There we go. Hey, Imani. Can you hear? Oh, hold on. Why can't I hear? Oh, man. I can't hear. I can't hear you, Imani. Hold on. Maybe I need to do something. Hold on. I might need to do something. Okay, let's see. Turn on. Okay. I think it's something. Oh, you know what? Let me turn this off. It might be because I got this monitor thing on. Hold on for 1 second, Imani. Let me disconnect this little monitor thing. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Okay. Take something else off. Oh, wait. Okay. There we go. All right. I think I can. I should be able to hear you now. Can you take yourself off mute, or do I need to do it? Ooh. I can hear you now. That's what it was. This little monitor thing that I be using, it uses so many other functions, so that's what it was. How you doing, Imani?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. It's so good to have you on.
I know, right?
Thank you so much for coming on.
Of course.
All right. Now let me figure out how to just have it just be us two instead of all of these boxes. Hold on. Two. Change. There we go. All right. So You've been starting to walk?
Yes. I recently started back. I used to walk when I started doing. I follow Tony as well, so I do her meal plan and everything.
Yeah.
So I did it, and I actually lost like 45 pounds just doing that. And walking, I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't walking every day, but it still worked.
Yeah. In the
So,
What did you lose in the first 2 weeks?
um, 15 pounds.
She says that. She says
Yeah.
most people lose like 15 pounds within the first 2 weeks.
Yes, it's true. On the detox thing,
Yeah.
yes, I followed it to a T. The only thing that I didn't have was like most of the supplements that she recommend. Like she said, you don't have to take it, but
Yeah.
that's the only thing that I didn't do, and I did in fact lose the 15 pounds, and I didn't work out or anything. I just changed how I ate, and that was it.
For you guys that are watching on YouTube, I have Imani Love on my TikTok. She's one of my guests on TikTok, and she also follows Tony Fine's meal plan, and she lost 15 pounds within the first 2 weeks. That is why no matter what people say, no matter how many video clips of Tony that go viral on TikTok, those people can never make me hate that lady
That's the
because
same thing I be saying.
because what she says is true. Yeah, she says some crazy stuff, but she will adjust or at least explain why she's saying
Like
that.
she said,
And so
yeah,
the clips that end up going viral for people are her saying throw your mama away, or and just all of the crazy stuff. But then if they stay on a little bit longer, she's going to explain why she says you don't need to do whatever fad diet
yeah.
it is. You don't
I mean,
need
it's just her personality, and I don't get offended by it
me
because
either.
I mean, it is what it is. But she's being real,
She
and
is.
everything that she tells you to do, it works.
It
So,
does. When she said the key to your fitness is you walk into the kitchen and making your meals for yourself is 100% correct.
yep.
And even when I think back over my life, Imani, I know that to be true because I grew up probably until like the age of maybe 10, essentially like on a homestead. My grandmother only went to the store to get like sugar, salt, flour, the main staples.
Right.
Other than that, she made our food. She made cakes. She, cooked everything home. If we ever got a chance to eat McDonald's or, I think Burger King was a thing back in those days because I'm a little old. I'm 45. That was a treat.
Right.
But we would eat meals at home all the time. And then I'm gonna tell you something too. Whenever we would eat those meals from like McDonald's or Burger King or whatever, it would seem so crazy to me. It was like, oh my god, this is very salty. Oh my god, this is so sweet.
Yes.
You know, when
And
you
that's how I got to when I started with Tony because I started eating like without sugar, not sugar. Well, yeah,
yeah,
sugar, but without
the
she said
oils,
without the oils and everything.
yeah, the oils, the butters,
So
the sugar, the dairy, yeah,
yes, if I happen to eat something outside of that, I'd be the same way. Like, oh, this is salty.
yeah, yeah. For me, my first experience with eating, like food that was like not made at home or that wasn't like truly organic is when I went to college. I went to the College of Charleston in Charleston, South Carolina, and
Mm-hmm.
I went to the grocery store. They have a grocery store there called Piggly Wiggly. And when I bought cucumbers and tomatoes from the grocery store and I bit into because I'm used to getting food out of the fields. Like
Right.
my grandmother's people that she would work for, they would bring us barrels of cucumbers and barrels of tomatoes, and she would grow some things. She had chickens that she grew, so we had
Mm-hmm.
fresh eggs every single day. And when I went to the Piggly Wiggly and got me a cucumber and some tomatoes, and I brought those things home and got home, and they tasted like straight up water, I was like, what kind of cucumber is this? Not knowing that some of their growers were cooking, growing food in like those greenhouses. And you don't
Right.
always necessarily get all of the nutrients from the greenhouses when stuff is grown in the greenhouse. So that's why they tell you, grow it organically, put all these chemicals and things like that on it. So when she started, when good morning Ambrose, thank you for the gift. When Tony started talking about making your food at home because you can dictate what is in that food. If you're gonna make you some pancakes, you know how much flour you put in it. You know how much sugar. You know how much baking powder. You know how much you put in everything. When you go out to these stores and get even rotisserie chicken, somebody posted in her group on Facebook, this is why she doesn't recommend rotisserie chicken. It's because it has all of this stuff that they put on the rotisserie chicken.
And they inject a lot of stuff in it.
I did not know this.
Yes.
So yeah, I'm a fan of hers for sure. I feel like I have noticed a change with me, making my meals. Even if it's just breakfast and lunch. And even if I go grab something like we got wings yesterday from the Super Bowl party that we're gonna eat. And I don't know where she got them wings from. She probably got them from Zach's. That's what they tasted like. But I've done so well the first part of the day. I kind of set myself up for success because I knew I was going to the Super Bowl party. So that's the thing. Like you got to make good decisions, and you can only do that if you are used to making your food, and you can kind of, like she said, you will be able to tell when you're eating something whether that's something, you know, how much calories that is. So when I was sitting there going on the table looking, I was like, okay, I'm gonna eat these wings because that's some protein. I'm gonna eat a couple of these grapes. I'm not gonna do too much because that's sugar, and I'm gonna eat some of these vegetables, and that's what I did. Yeah,
It's all a mind thing.
it really is. And you have to conquer your mind. You do. Even with the walking thing, every day I wake up, not every day, but some days I wake up and my brain is like, girl, you tired. You don't gotta walk. And that's why a lot of times it'll be after 8 o'clock before I even get started because I really have to talk to myself. I'm like, no, it's just 30 minutes. I'm gonna do the 30 minutes. You know? So all of this is a mental thing. And with that understanding, that is exactly why sometimes we have to give people grace as far as, bigger people, because, if they're not mentally strong enough, it might not happen. And that's like barring any kind of medical issues that they might have or what have you, but it's truly a mental thing. Exercising and eating is a mental thing.
And then some people give up easily. Like if they start and then they mess up, they just give up altogether.
Yep.
And that was me before. But then I had to learn, like, okay, if I mess up, so what? I'm gonna continue tomorrow.
And
because,
go ahead.
Because the longer you do it, you're never gonna get back on.
Yep. And that's what happens, and that's why a lot of companies, like a lot of fitness companies and wellness companies, they do so well at the end of December leading into January 1st because they know everybody has the best of intentions for that first week of January. By mid-January, most of us have given up on our goals because we didn't do something quite right, right? Like we didn't wake up at 7 a.m. and actually get on the treadmill or the walking pad. We ordered Chipotle or we ordered Chick-fil-A or whatever, and then we are down on ourselves. But I think the consistency part comes along with giving yourself enough space and grace to be like, yeah, I messed up, but today is another day to start over. Or even in the same day, like, yeah, I did have a slice of pizza, but you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna have a salad.
Exactly, because some people that's a good example. Because some people they might eat a slice of pizza and they might be like, you know what? I'm just gonna start over tomorrow and then just start eating all kind of stuff for the rest of the day, which is
bad. Yep. So, matter of fact, my husband's cousin who threw the Super Bowl party yesterday, she was trying to get us to take all that stuff from out of her house because she's on a meal plan and she was kind of off her plan yesterday. She was eating the little cheesy bites and whatnot. But see, I have a dairy intolerance, so I knew I wasn't gonna eat none of that because I was like, I am not coming home and having a gas party in my bed for my husband to be like, girl, you need to go sleep in the other room or something. I'm not about to do that. So I was like, nah, I'm not eating nothing dairy. And I was trying to be easy on the fruit because that was a lot of sugar. And because you could easily go crazy with strawberries, grapes, all of that kind of stuff, you know? So, or any other kind of fruit. So yeah, it truly is remarkable. I think all of the gems that she talks about in her lives, and if you stay on long enough, and there have been times, honestly, Imani, that I have literally turned that lady on while I'm laying in the bed doing nothing.
Girl, I used to do the same thing. I used to get ready for work every morning, and I would
Yes,
just sleep. Okay,
yes,
and that, believe it or not, that sets the tone for the day for you. When you listen to her, you just go about your day and you do everything that you're supposed to do.
yes. Even when I'm sitting there, I will be in meetings, 2 hour meetings where I got to be on camera. I'm looking into the camera, but I got my phone next to my laptop and Tony on that screen.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly what I would do. So like when people get on here and they be talking crazy about her, I be like, y'all
Mm-hmm.
don't really watch her. This lady has really helped me.
Exactly. That's what I think too. They just be hearing like little bits and pieces, or they be seeing clips and different stuff, and they judge her based on that. But they don't really know her. They
Exactly.
don't really listen to her.
They don't. They don't. They just want to get that little whatever viral clip that they can get off of it and go and post their video and talk about this later. But I love what she's been doing lately. She's been taking clips herself and rerunning them
Mm-hmm.
as lives so that
Right.
she gets the, because it's so many people that are probably making money off of screen recording her things that she has
Right.
said and posting comments or commentary to it. So I'm glad she's starting to like take a little bit of advantage of it, especially because she got a newborn baby, and
Right.
she don't have that much time to spend on live or whatever. So
She just posted that she's gonna restart her journey because she gained a little weight
yeah,
with the baby.
yeah, I just saw I saw her talking about that. Like, yeah, she's like the baby weight has got to go. I saw her say that. Yeah, but I've been even following that. Like when she goes to the hair salon, when she goes to the nail salon, it's so, for me, it's empowering and inspiring because I remember 15, 16 years ago when I had my kid, I was like, I stopped doing all of my things when I found out I was pregnant because I was scared that I was going to lose the baby. And
Mm-hmm.
I was so sick as well. But had I had somebody like Tony that I could follow, and granted, she wasn't in no position to like have no baby at the time or whatever, but still,
Mm-hmm.
it would have been helpful for me to like get my mind together to
Right. To see that you could do all these things even though you.
exactly, exactly. So I, I, I tell her all the time when I'm in her live, I'm like, oh my god, this is so good, this is so good. So I'm getting ready to make me the breakfast, the two slice,
Mm-hmm.
the Ezekiel bread, the egg.
Uh-huh.
I'm about to make that because
And that's the easiest thing. And I like that you don't have to think about it. You
you
just know what you're
don't.
gonna eat.
I don't have to
Mm-hmm.
sit here and come up with some recipe and then try to figure out how to substitute certain things out. No, I have it right here. And you know what? You saw that she got a new book, right?
No.
She got a new book. I was on her live this morning before I went live. She has a new book. And matter of fact, she's selling it on TikTok Shop. So whereas you used to
So
have
no
to,
like recipes and stuff or what?
it's the meal plan, but it also
Uh-huh.
it has some extra goodies. It has like where you can put your weight in and everything, and you can it has some extra features on it. But she's selling it on TikTok Shop. You remember she used to have to tell people how to go to her profile,
Go
click
to
the
my
link.
profile. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you can actually get the book, the new book, on TikTok Shop.
Okay, I'm gonna go look at it because I don't even have the first book. I got the digital version because I
Yeah.
didn't want to wait. I
Yeah.
wanted to download it one time, so I only got the digital version.
I watched her for several weeks, and then when I saw that she had the book available, I said, "Oh, let me jump on this right now." Because I'm gonna tell you one thing that I did, and this is just being self-aware. I actually was familiar with Tony from years ago, like maybe 2020,
Mm-hmm.
and she had this little ebook that she was getting, and I believe I paid for it, and I downloaded downloaded it, and I never printed that bad boy out. Never looked at it one time.
Really?
Never did any. That's just, for me. I have to have physical copies of stuff for
Right.
me to feel like I'm gonna utilize it well.
Mm-hmm.
So that's just something I know about myself. If I get a digital version of something, That thing just gonna sit in my
I think
email.
you ain't lie because I just recently I bought like a digital version for something for TikTok with, being a content creator and stuff like that. Girl, I had not opened that thing and it's been like 2 weeks.
I just know that about me. Now, some people can do that. Some people can like have their stuff available. They go to their phones and they can pull it up, and that works for them. Even with recipe books, like because I make food here, and if I need a recipe, I have to have the physical copies. Even like I used to get Home Chef, the subscription, the meals in the box and stuff, and they would put the little cards in the box. I need that card. Even though you can go on their website and you can pull up that same meal and it'll give you the instructions, I need the card.
Need the card.
I need the card. I have to, because if not, I'm not going to use it. I'm not going to use that stuff. And then I'm going to be trying to figure it out myself. And then I'm going to get frustrated. And then I'm going to be like, I don't want to do this no more. Yeah. All right. So, Imani, it's so great having you on. I'm so glad.
Thank you for having me.
I appreciate you coming in day after day and gifting and liking and commenting. It really does keep me motivated to come in live and to continue with this cycle. Right. Girl, listen, by summertime we're gonna look good.
Well, guess what? I came on to get my motivation and you motivated me. So when I get off, I'm about to go on my treadmill and do my thing. Woo!
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining me. I am going to start making this food so I can eat because I've been sitting here for a couple minutes and I feel like that's 10 minutes of time into my eating within 30 minutes. So thank you, Imani.
No problem.
All right. Bye. Oh my God. I'm so happy Imani came on. Thank you, Imani, again. You've been amazing. All right, okay, y'all. I still got these plants that I got to pick up here. But let's move y'all to where you can see my kitchen. Let's put you guys up a little bit. Oh, let me take the panel thing off. Now, hold on. Hold on, y'all. I got to figure out how to take it off now. Somebody please help your girl. Help your girl figure out how in the world to take this thing off. Now I know if I do that, oh. I got it! Imani, I figured it out. All right, y'all. So I have had did I eat two? I ate 2 boiled eggs and a banana before I worked out. So I have to take that into consideration. All right, hey, Christy. All right, let me wash my hands. All right, let's make this food. All right, so y'all already know what it is. It is 2 slices of Ezekiel bread. It's 1 egg with egg whites. Oh, y'all. I ordered food today. I ordered groceries. Let me see if they're here. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Oh no, they're not here yet. Okay, I thought I had put in for them to deliver them around noon, so that makes sense. Okay. Egg whites. Egg. I can't believe it's not butter. Strawberries. Turkey sausage patties. And that's it. All right, so let's get this. Oh, and I'm gonna make some coffee this morning. I'm down to my last little bit of coffee. I had to order some coffee on Instacart. Thank you, Imani, so much. You're a doll, Imani. We'll have to do some co-hosting things too. Maybe we'll co-host one when you go live, when you where you're walking or whatever you're doing. Do you have a walking pad, Imani? Or are you gonna be walking out in the neighborhood? What do you have? Because we can do something together. Imani, you still on here? All right, so I'm gonna get the egg and put it in this bowl. Okay, that's enough water. Let me let this boil so I can make me some coffee. Okay. And let's put the eggs up. And let's get this is a cup. So this must be a half a cup. Is that a half a cup? I hate these kind of things that have the writing on there because you can't really tell. I'm gonna do a half a cup. You have a treadmill? Do you want to do one day where we co-host together and we walk for the 30 minutes, Imani? We can do that, and that way your followers can see you, and so can mine, and vice versa. Let's do that. Yeah, let's do that. All right, so that's a half a cup of blueberries. Let's do I don't have another half cup, so I'm just going to try to put as much half as I can. All right, let me take the little green pieces off. Oh, hold on, YouTube. I'm sorry. I got y'all over here and y'all can't even see nothing. I forgot about YouTube. Sorry, guys, on YouTube. I forgot to bring y'all over into the kitchen. These strawberries are a little bit smaller than the ones that I had the other day, but that should be enough. Let me move this out of the way. Okay. Thanks for liking the live, Imani. Pull these green pieces off. Okay, for those of you guys on YouTube, let me know where you're watching from. Hey, Mr. Brown Dog. Sorry about that. I had y'all facing a place that I wasn't even in. Sorry about that. Okay. Okay, so I'm cracking an egg, and then I'm gonna do a half a cup of egg whites into that regular egg. These are regular egg whites too. They're just put together in a carton. Now, on her meal plan, I think she says to do a full cup, but that's too much eggs for me, y'all, honestly. If I need more protein, well, actually, I already then ate 2 hard-boiled eggs anyway. So, I don't need nothing else. Okay. So let me make sure I don't have anything pinned because TikTok don't like that. When I be talking about other stuff, then I got something pinned. It is a lot. That's what I be saying. Like people, if y'all get Tony Fine's meal plan, it's a lot of food. No tripping. It's a lot of food. So it's like there's no reason you should be hungry at all. So I'm gonna take that half a cup of blueberries and them strawberries. That should be a half a cup. It might be a little more. And I'm gonna let them clean them with this fruit and veggie wash from Trader Joe's. Yeah, that's what I was gonna do yesterday, Imani. But the doggone Super Bowl and the game, I had the South Carolina women's Gamecocks was playing yesterday. Then LSU was playing after that. Then I had to get in the car after the game to go to the Super Bowl party. So all of the stuff that I normally do on a Sunday, I didn't get a chance to do. Thank y'all so much for liking and commenting and gifting. I reset my live goal. But yeah, it's so crazy. I normally do my Sunday reset, which includes cleaning, cooking Sunday meal, and meal prepping. And what I meal prep is my salads. I'll usually, let me show you real quick. So this is Ezekiel bread, y'all. You can find it in the grocery section, in the freezer section, I'm sorry, the freezer section of the grocery store. Hey, HMS Red 34. So when you buy that Ezekiel bread or that Dave's Killer bread, please do not leave that out on your counter like you do your regular bread. I've tried the Dave's Killer bread. It's a little bit more fibrous. I like the Ezekiel bread. It's a lot softer. And that's the one that Tony Fine truly recommends. So when I meal prep, I normally put my salads upside down in this. So I'll put like all of the fruit and watery vegetables in first, and then I'll put my lettuce on top. And that way, and I usually will put a paper towel in here so that any excess water, because I hate when you make a salad and then it makes all that water because of the watery vegetables, and it'll make your lettuce wilt. So I put and I follow this, I forgot the name of the YouTubers that I follow that told me to do it like that. Something notebook. And they said put your fruit and vegetables in first, then put your lettuce on top, and you can put this in the refrigerator. So I usually make 5 at a time. So I got 5 of these jars out of my big container, and I put them in the refrigerator. And so every day for my third meal of the day is a salad. So when I open it, I dump it out. And when I dump it out, that means the lettuce is down first, and then the vegetables will be on top. Yep. So I meal prep my salad. I ordered some salmon today. So hopefully I'll be able to meal prep some rice and salmon. And you know what? I should have added some asparagus. That's what I should have done. But let me look in her book. Let me look in Tony's book because she has a meal in here for salmon. Okay, so it's 7 ounces of rice, 4 ounces of salmon with no skin, 2 ounces of avocado, and 3 ounces of vegetables. So the only thing that I would probably be skeptical about meal prepping is the avocado because avocado will turn. So I might just do everything else though. 3 ounces of vegetables is just like maybe some cucumbers and some tomatoes. But everything else you can meal prep. So I might try to meal prep that. If I do that, I'll either record a video or try to go live. All right, y'all. I got this. I can't believe it's not butter spray. So she talks about cooking your meals without oils and butters. This is not butter. So what I do is I spray the Ezekiel bread on both sides. And I usually put it in my air fryer, or you can put it in your toaster. It don't matter, whichever one. I'm putting it in my air fryer. And then I'm going to take 2 turkey sausage patties. This is Jimmy Dean Heat and Serve, so they're already cooked. You're essentially just warming them up. So I'm going to take 2 of those and put them in here as well. But you don't have to put your bread in the air fryer. You can put it in the toaster like I said. You know what? This air fryer be getting on my nerves. I think it's just getting old. I'll just go ahead and put it in the toaster because I don't have time for this thing. Sometimes it'll take 10 minutes to just kind of warm up, which is usually why I keep it plugged up. So I don't know why it does that. So I'm just going to put it, let me make sure that I don't have it where it'll turn my bread black. So I'm putting my toast in the toaster, my Ezekiel bread. And you can get these Jimmy Dean turkey sausage patties from Food Lion. You can get, this is 26 in here. I got it one time, I think, from Costco or BJ's. So on Instacart, you can order this. Oh, I do have some whiting in here, but I did order some salmon that was already cut up, so I don't have to do too much to it. All right, let me get... When I tell y'all, my daughter don't give a damn about stacking stuff up right. She don't give a damn. As long as it gets put up. And here's what... being a mom, because I was a mom before I was a wife. That's a little tea of mine. When you're asking people to help you do something or you're asking people to contribute, it's not always advantageous to dictate how they do that thing, right? Yes, I want her to stack these pots up in a particular way that I like, and I have shown her that way, and she has shown me that she's gonna do it the way she want to do it. Should I fuss with her every single day, every time I go in that cabinet and I can't find what I'm looking for? I gotta take stuff out to get the thing that I'm looking for. I'm not gonna do that. The Bible says don't harass your kids. I'm not gonna harass her in that, okay? And I know harass is a strong word. I ain't gonna do it, right? I'm just gonna work around it. Even with my husband, he don't clean like I clean. You know what I mean? But am I gonna try to do all of these things myself? Absolutely not. So I'm gonna say, hey babe, when you clean the bathroom, clean the mirror. I know you think the only thing that needs to be clean is the tub and the toilet, but you actually need to clean the mirror and the counter and vacuum and mop and clean the walls in the shower. You need to do all those things. I'm gonna remind him because that's a health hazard to not be cleaning like that. But am I going to be in there supervising him while he cleaned that bathroom? Absolutely not. I don't have time. You hear me? I don't have time, and I don't want to be his mama. So I'm going to tell him, hey, did you clean the mirror? Hey, did you clean the counter? Hey, did you vacuum that little piece of carpet in our bathroom? Did you mop? And he can either do it or not. Am I going to go behind him and do the things that he didn't do? Absolutely not. No, I'm not. He's just going to see that I'm displeased with the fact that he cleaned it that way. And he could either do it or not. And that's just that. Because I don't have the time. I'm 45. I don't have time. Okay? I don't have time. If you want to use your little weaponized incompetence to act like you don't know how to do stuff, like your mom ain't showed you how to clean, your mom ain't showed you how to, cook, your mom ain't, whatever, hey, that's the kind of person you are. That's your integrity. That ain't got nothing to do with me. That's just 13 and a half years of being married, okay? To this man. That again, because there might be some people out there that'll be like, well, my man don't do that. That's yours. Kudos to you. Congratulations, girl. You winning. But as for me and mine, my daughter don't give a damn about having this stuff fit perfectly in here. Now, will I rearrange this? Yes, sometimes. For her. But I will not go behind a grown man and redo something he didn't do. Absolutely not. Okay? Little life lessons from Shonda. Okay? Life lessons with Lashanda. Now, you can do what you want to do. I'm just telling you what works for me. Because I ain't about to stress myself out. Alrighty. So the toast is ready. The air fryer is still thinking about what it wants to do. So what I'm going to do is probably take those turkey sausage patties out of there and put them in with my eggs. So what you do with your, and I'm going to try to get you guys down, my YouTube audience. Thank y'all for tuning in to YouTube. I really appreciate y'all. Y'all kind of like the redheaded stepchildren today, and I apologize for that. As soon as I get me the second ring light, you guys are going to get the same angles, the same attention that TikTok does. All right, so remember this is 1 egg and a half a cup of egg whites. You do the same thing to your regular eggs. Salt, pepper, and be easy on the salt, y'all. And here's a little splash of something. Onion powder. I'm telling y'all, that onion powder gives it a kick. Okay? Let me not go overboard with the salt. By the way, I get those little jars from Dollar Tree, and I absolutely love them. Absolutely love them. Okay? And we scramble. We scramble in the bowl, not in the pot. Because I will not be using this to scramble up my eggs inside of my good Rachel Ray pans. See this right here? You see her name? This is the good stuff, okay? The good stuff. So do I want to mess up my good pans that my sister bought me for Christmas years ago? Absolutely not. So I tell my husband, use a wooden spoon whenever you are scrambling the eggs, or use a plastic, like that hard plastic. You can get all this stuff from Dollar Tree. You don't have to go to Williams-Sonoma and get you no wooden spoon. Go to Dollar Tree, okay? Williams Dollar Tree, okay? Do that. And then you hear that sizzle? That might be my groceries coming up the stairs. I hear somebody on the stairs. That might be my groceries. All right, so we got the toast is ready. Oh, I might need to put it back in the toaster, but I'm gonna let it cook. So see, I didn't even touch anything, and this air fryer was literally warming up for like 10 minutes. So I'm gonna go ahead on and turn it on. I don't know why it's doing that. I need another one. Or what I need to use is I need to pull out my Instapot. So I'm going to put these in here for 3 minutes on one side. And I'm going to put this up to 400. It usually defaults at 400. But for some reason it wants to act a little crazy today. Alright. And it does not take, in these good pots, these good Rachel Ray pots, it does not take long for the eggs to cook. The eggs and the egg whites. Remember, this is 1 cracked egg and half a cup of egg whites. And the onion powder, oh, it makes these eggs smell divine. If you are somebody that has like a nasal sensitivity to eggs, like you don't like the way eggs smell, put you some onion powder in there. It will disguise the smell of the eggs for you, and it will give it some good flavor. That is a tip. That's a cooking tip from Chef Shonda. Cooking with Chef Shonda. See that C alliteration? Or the C sound? Alright, I don't like waiting for my eggs to get cold. So let me go ahead and push this down again. And I might have to take my turkey sausage out of that air fryer. Where is my turkey? It's right here. Normally I cook my eggs last because I don't like eating cold eggs. Oh, wait a minute. I need to cook the turkey sausage. Hold on. Because they're already cooked, I could put them in the microwave or I could just kind of saute them in this pan. Because I'm trying to use the least amount of pans, I'm going to let that do its thing. And once these once this bread pops, we should be good to go. Oh, I had my water over here warming up. And let me finish rinsing out. Remember, I had put the strawberry and blueberries in the fruit and veggie wash. And do the veggie dance. Yum, yum. Eat them up. Yum, yum. I'm trying to think of anything else that I might need that I can add to my order. My Instacart order. So that's one of the things that I like about Tony Fine's meal plan book too. It's a shopping guide. It gives you a shopping list. She says on average you're going to spend about $50 to $60 every week on food. And then you can take that and make your meals. Okay. So let me drain the water, the excess water off of these. My bread is ready. So we almost there, y'all. And I know that I am way over the 30 minutes that I had said that you guys need to eat with after working out. Because I talked to y'all for a little bit and then I put Imani on and we talked for about 20 minutes. And then it's taken me all this time to make this food. So we way over our time. But luckily, I ate something before. All right, so I'm only trying to dry this off because I want to pour these strawberry and blueberries into this pan. And I don't want to pour water in the pan. Okay. Okay. And so what I'm going to put on my bread while the turkey sausage cooks on the inside, is some light blue agave syrup. Okay. This has 60 calories per 1 tablespoon. All right. All right, I'm gonna give it a couple of minutes. In the meantime, let me throw this away. Oh, in the meantime, let me make my coffee. Probably by the time I get my coffee made, that turkey sausage, it's already cooked, y'all, but I just don't like to have cold turkey sausage patties on the inside. You know how when you cook something and you think that it's done and it be cold on the inside? That is one of my pet peeves. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that. All right, let me put the, I can't believe it's not butter spray up. Okay, let's make this coffee. Okay, what kind of coffee I got today? Cafe Goscello. And I got more coming, but I'm almost done with this big old. Did that little girl not clean my? She did not. See, this is stuff you have to deal with when you got a kid who don't give a damn about you having coffee the next morning. She will not. She, instead of just cleaning this, it's got a little bit of something left on it from when I ran the dishwasher. But instead of just cleaning that off, her little brain tells her to do less work. So her brain tells her, you could just stick it back in the dishwasher instead of just cleaning off that little bit of residue coffee grounds from the previous use. So that's what she does. Anything to do less work. She wants to work smarter, not harder. And I don't blame her. But it doesn't always bode well for me. Come on. All I want to do is... All I want to do is have some fun. All right. There we go. Hey, Christy Love. Hey, y'all. Christy, where are you tuning in from? All right. Oh, I haven't used one of my favorite cups in a while. This is one of my favorite cups, y'all. I tell the story of working for Ingersoll Grant and this lady. We did Secret Santa and this lady bought me a bunch of things for Christmas. And my eggs are getting cold. And I have had this cup probably since my daughter was like 2. And she's 15 and a half now. am a lover of the way the coffee smells. I just love it. If I could literally eat these coffee grounds, I would. That's how much I love the smell of coffee. Oh, yes. Please and thank you. So now, y'all know I normally drink rise coffee. I normally drink mushroom coffee. This is the last little bit of regular coffee. I like this one because it doesn't give me acid reflux, and I'm pretty good to go when it comes to this Cafe Bustelo. So it don't cause any problems for me. But there are some coffee that you drink and it will absolutely give you the burpees. And if you have acid reflux or GERD, then that's not a good thing. So you have to find the low acidity coffee. And a lot of times that's what ends up happening is that I can find low acidity coffee at Aldi. So whenever I see it in there, no matter what flavor it is if it's low acidity coffee, I'm going to grab it. So I usually sometimes will just randomly go to Aldi just to see if they have it. Or if I'm passing Aldi, I'll be like, okay, let me just go check in there real quick. All right, y'all. I'm letting the coffee steep a little bit. I just stirred it up so that all of the grounds touch water. This is my meal. It's a pretty darn good meal. Okay, so blackened turkey sausage patties, 1 egg with egg whites, half a cup of blueberries, half a cup of strawberries, 2 slices of Ezekiel bread with a little bit of low-calorie syrup on them. That light blue agave syrup. Oh, good. My eggs are not cold. Oh, my God. When I tell y'all that the onion powder, please put some onion powder in your eggs. People, you are not living. Oops. You are not living your life right. You are not cooking right. If you do not put onion powder in your eggs. I'm just playing. Live how you want to live. Cook how you want to cook. Eat how you want to eat. But as for me and mine, I'm going to be putting the onion powder in them eggs. You hear me? How y'all doing? Hey, YouTube. Y'all been rocking with me for a good little while. For me, the gift is anyone tuning in. It's not the quantity, it's the quality. Look at that. Don't you just love the colors on that plate? 2 turkey sausage patties. Ezekiel bread. You find it in the freezer section of your grocery store. It's flourless bread. Put a little bit of light blue agave syrup on the slices. 1 egg with a half a cup of egg whites, half a cup of blueberries, half a cup of strawberries. Thank y'all for liking. Imani, I see you. It tastes good too, Imani. Make sure you guys share the live out. Let me show it to my YouTube audience. This is my breakfast dang near every morning. So while y'all might be out here eating 10 almonds and 1 boiled egg and drinking your Crystal Light, I might drink my Crystal Light, but I'm going to have meals that look like this. Strawberries, blueberries, turkey sausage, eggs, and essentially toast. And this is about 500 to 600 calories. It's a meal plan designed by Tony Fine of Fine Fitness. Go to her website. Go to her YouTube page. Her Facebook page. She's on TikTok. She's probably live right now on TikTok. She has updated this book. She got a new book that's got some extra features in it for $30. I paid for this. It was probably less than $20 or $25. It came with a food scale and a workout guide. I eat this delicious meal every morning, y'all. What do you guys make yourselves for breakfast? See how much eggs that is, and I'm eating off of this. That's a lot of eggs. If I had actually put the full cup of 1 cup of egg whites, it would be so many eggs. I cut down on the egg whites because I found that I was not eating them. When I realized I was leaving eggs on my plate, I said instead of doing a full cup, I'm just going to do a half a cup. So that's what I started doing. There is more protein in the egg whites. More protein, less calories in the egg whites than there is in the yolk. Good morning. Akeem the Dream. Akeem! Isn't that the guy's name from Coming to America? Akeem. Oh, this coffee gonna be good. Oh, you know what I'm gonna do? Now, what I am gonna do is put some of this right. Even though I'm using other coffee. Yeah. Thank you for coming on, Akeem. Thank you you were in here. Was that yesterday? Thank you for liking the live. Hey guys, if you're in here, make sure you're following the live creator. I'm the live creator, Lashanda. I go live every morning and I walk on my walking path for 30 minutes and a mile. So make sure you guys are following me. Thank you for liking the live. Thank you for sending gifts. I have reset my live goal to 20 roses. So thank you all so much. Akeem, I see you. Thank you so much. Ooh. Why can't I? Why can't I? All right, I'm trying to add the Rise Creamer. Thank you for sending the gift. Ooh. Have they restricted me from adding more products? Or is this just my fingers? There we go. I don't know what I'm doing. That's wrong. Why can't I? I don't know. I'm not gonna worry about it. If they don't want me to sell their stuff, hold on, y'all. I'm trying to add the rice creamer for you guys, but okay. Hold on, y'all. I know this is a weird angle, but I gotta take the phone off the microphone. I don't know what's going. My touch is not happening. All right, I'm gonna leave it because I will throw this phone. I will have a office TV show moment and throw this phone like they threw that computer. So anyway, I'm gonna add some Rise creamer to this. And hopefully you guys can see. I can't see anything. All I see is me trying to add something. So I'm gonna add this Rise creamer, and then I'm gonna pour the coffee in here. All right. Stir it up. But there's still some pieces of the creamer that needs to be really melted in there. So I'm going to use the frother and really get it in there. And then I'm going to add what I call the sugar content and add creamer. Here's my frother. Woo. I know this tastes good. I know this tastes good. Hold on, let me see if it'll let me pause it. I don't know what's happening to my phone right now. And I don't even know if I'll be able to cut off the live, but what I might have to do, you guys, is restart my phone because it's being ridiculous. Siri, restart the device. So if you guys can still see me, I'm restarting. YouTube, we're still good. I don't know what's happening with my iPhone today. But my TikTok stream is being ridiculous, so I have to restart my iPhone. But you guys are here with me, and I love you. So let's keep talking. I'm going to eat this meal before my eggs get cold. I saw BDHDH was on here. Perfect was on here. Mr. Brown. Dog was on here. Who else is on here? Hey, y'all. Thanks for the likes. Hey y'all, I'm back. I had to restart my device, so it paused you guys. Thank y'all so much for everybody still tuning in. Thank you, Desmond. Hey, Desmond. I had to restart the iPhone, y'all. My YouTube audience is still here. Like I was telling you guys before, make sure not only are you following me here on TikTok, make sure you guys click the YouTube link that's in my profile. Click the YouTube link in my profile and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I go live on YouTube as well. So if for any reason, if we have another TikTok ban, if I can't get on live, we have some issues with going live, you guys can still follow me on YouTube. Okay? So, sorry about that. You guys got me almost at 6,000 likes. I really appreciate it. I'm going to go live tomorrow and walk 30 minutes on my walking pad. The walking pad is in here. The walking pad is in here in the cart. And what I was trying to get to pin is finally able to be pinned, which was the Rise Creamer. This Rise Creamer has a ton of good stuff. It is a probiotic creamer with mushrooms. Mushrooms are adaptogenic. And so they have cordyceps for energy, lion's mane for focus, reishi for stress relief, shiitake for immune support, turkey tail for healthy digestion, and king trumpet fights oxidative stress. And it says you can add this to coffee, tea, smoothies, protein shakes, and more. Okay? So the Rise, oh, let me take the mirroring off. When I reset my phone, it took all of my settings off. So you can read this now. Rise Probiotic Creamer. So it has probiotic features to it, and it's made with mushrooms, which gives it adaptogenic properties to it as well. I made coffee using Cafe Bustelo coffee, but I put the Rise Creamer in it, and it's delicious. Of course, I added my own favorite creamer to give me the sugar content. I'm telling y'all, that rivals Starbucks. The way I can make a good cup of coffee, that rivals Starbucks. You don't need to add any more sugar. Your creamer, the creamer that I put in there, which was the caramel macchiato by International House or International Delight. It has tons of sugar in it. I will be live tomorrow morning. Here we go. Let me unpin it. TikTok them send me a notification. When I pin stuff, it wants me to talk about it, which I did talk about it. So I don't know. Hi, Queen of Trucks. Hi, Nix of Fancy. So I'll be live tomorrow morning, walking on my walking pad, making breakfast, eating breakfast. Drinking my water and my coffee, and minding my business. You guys are free to come and join me. Thanks to every one of you who have tuned in this morning. It's Monday. It's the day after the Super Bowl. Philadelphia Eagles won for a second time. My South Carolina women's Gamecocks basketball team lost for a second time this year. And probably a lot of people are drunk or hungover this Monday morning. As for me and mine, we're going to be over here doing the same thing that we do every morning, trying to take over the world. More so, take over ourselves, learn ourselves, master ourselves by consistency. So, if you need some motivation, follow somebody that's giving you motivation and inspiration. I hope to be that person, but if I'm not, find you somebody who is. All of these platforms are filled with people who have knowledge to share, lives to show, and things that people can learn. And even if you feel like you know everything, tune in. Because even if you learn one thing every single day, you're ahead of the game. Be curious out there. Give yourselves grace. Live good, live well. All of the cliches. But a lot of times the cliches be true. If you know you are not going to walk or go to that gym when you get off work, do it in the morning. Come join me every morning, at least by 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will go live, eat a little pre-workout meal. Pre-workout meal is kind of strong. Pre-workout snack. This morning it was 2 boiled eggs and a half a banana. And I am struggling to finish the rest of this food. It's so much food. But I'm going to eat it because I don't want to be hungry in an hour. You need your carbs for energy. So, flourless bread. This is Ezekiel bread. Ezekiel bread. Ezekiel like in the Bible. It's found in the freezer section of your grocery store. While you're in the grocery store, grab some $100 eggs. Because I swear those eggs are like super expensive now. And get you a carton of egg whites only. When you make your eggs, grab one regular egg, and either a half a cup or a full cup of egg whites and scramble that together. You can add blueberries or strawberries or raspberries or blackberries to your meal. Anything with berry in the name. They're going to give you a lower sugar content than all the other fruit. But they are still delicious, especially if you can get them when they're in season and sweet. Woo! All right, y'all. I think the loquacious part of this morning has ended. So that is a great sign to me that I am done. So rather than hold you guys on here. Hey, cuz. Hey, Melvin. How's it going? I know you worked for your birthday, but did you do anything after? Oh, thank you for the gift, Melvin. Did you do anything after for your birthday? Yeah. I know you saw the game yesterday, the Super Bowl. Who were you going for, Melvin? You didn't watch the game? You didn't watch the game because your team wasn't playing? Mm-hmm. It was. Cuz said the game was a massacre. It was. I was surprised they scored at all. Kansas City looked like a high school team out there. Not even a college team. They look like a high school team out there yesterday. And that's saying a lot. Mm-hmm. Ron's cousin had a Super Bowl party. So we went to that. After we watched my girls get their behind cut too. South Carolina Gamecocks lost yesterday too, Melvin. So I'm highly upset about that. And they lost to a team that they just beat like 2 weeks ago. They played University of Texas. I don't know if you guys know Madison Booker, but she's like a 6-foot guard. She's like the point guard. She plays impeccably well, but we beat them by almost 20 points 2 weeks ago. They went to Texas. Why are you booing USC? Why, cuz? Why? We went down to Texas yesterday and let Texas beat us by 4. They was calling crazy calls on Sanaya Fagan, but that wasn't it. One thing that South Carolina has done in the beginning of the season that they are starting to regress to in this season, in this part of the season, is allowing teams to get the one up on them ahead of time, like in the first two quarters, and then having to come from behind in the second half. And that works with certain teams who get tired after a while. It doesn't work all that well with good teams. Teams whose shots are falling, teams who have all Americans on their teams as well, teams that are just plain old good. If we gonna win another natty this year, we can't do that. And honestly, we probably gonna get to the final four, but I don't think we're gonna win a natty this year, honestly. Thank you, Ambrose, for sending the rose. I appreciate you. Thank you for liking the live. Yeah, I reset my live goal to 20 roses, so thank you. Thank you, Ambrose. But yeah. Hey, Jada. Yeah. It was crazy. And I had a feeling, I don't know, somebody in one of my videos, somebody commented on one of my videos and said when the coach is not focused, neither will the team be. And y'all know that Dawn is a Philadelphia Eagles fan. She's from North Philadelphia. She always be repping the Philadelphia, but I don't think that was the reason. I just think that our team assumed that they would win again because they beat them before and they beat them so bad. But Dawn did say in the post press conference after the first game that Texas was just off. Madison Booker was just off. And that's unlike them. It's not like them. And Vic usually he'll have a great team. Always, no matter when he was with Mississippi State and also now that he's with Texas. He always has great teams. So Madison was off when we played them. Rory Harmon wasn't having a good day. The girl Jones in the post and Old Acre from Miami. She was doing all right actually in the first game. She stuffed Tessa so many times. She stuffed Powell. Like she's like 6 foot something. Everybody that came in the paint, Old Acre was tearing them down. But she couldn't do nothing with Sanaya Fagan. Sanaya Fagan was in foul trouble. Bree Hall was in foul trouble. Chloe Kitts was in foul trouble. It's like all of our post players were in either in foul trouble or they weren't playing. So Adele didn't play very well. I don't even think Adele got in. Sakima Walker didn't get in. Miriam Dowda, with her little couple of minutes, got in foul trouble in the couple of minutes that she was in. I will tell you this. What Dawn needs to ensure happens going forward, and far be it for me to try to coach, but I am a coach. She needs to ensure that we have a big girl, like a big girl. We got Joyce Evans, but Joyce Edwards, but Joyce is a freshman and she's still learning. We have Chloe Kitts, and Chloe is wonderful, but Chloe is tiny. We need somebody big and strong that have been eating cornbreads and collard greens all their life. They grandmama put it in a bottle. We need girls like that in the post to be playing some of these teams. I think it was lost on a lot of people what Camila Cardoso did for South Carolina. Even when the guards weren't playing well, Camila Cardoso could get a ball lobbed to her and she would make that play. She was really the separator last year. When we lost Camila Cardoso to the draft, we needed to replace her. I'm too old now, cuz. I'm 45. Them girls got new knees and new cartilage. I'm in here trying to regrow stuff. But yeah, we need a big girl. And there's supposed to be a girl. What is her name? I don't forgot her name. It's a big girl from off of the West Coast that did a visit to South Carolina, and she had on South Carolina gear. We are thinking that she might come to South Carolina. If that's the case, you know who's going to be sitting on the bench next year? If Sakima Walker stays, she's going to be on the bench again for the third year. Adele is going to be on the bench. Miriam Dowd is going to be on the bench. Um, Now Joyce is going to play. And if Chloe still plays next year, which she should, she's probably going to play as well. But Sanaya Fagan probably is going to enter the draft this year, and she's not going to play. Sanaya Fagan need to go on ahead because she's not showing too much of anything. I love Sanaya when she's on fire, but when she's not doing a lot, it messes up the team. We miss Ashlyn Watkins. Ashlyn Watkins, believe it or not, would always be cleaning stuff up. That is another thing that we are missing. Her getting hurt. That's what it is. Ashlyn Watkins, Joyce Edwards, and Chloe Kitts being our top 3 post players is what we're missing. With Ashlyn Watkins out getting her surgery for her ACL tear, Chloe Kitts being from Florida and being a white girl who, you know, these people don't want, or they're not groomed to like be fit girls like that, you know? So she had to put on, I think, 30 pounds or something like that, 30 pounds of muscle. And it was hard for her to keep that muscle on during the summer. So she dropped a lot of that weight. If you're going to be playing ball next to these girls like Angel Reese, like Asia Wilson, like Parker Tyus, Taya Cooper, like Jones from the Liberty, you gotta build some, you gotta have some muscle. You can't be on the ground. That was another thing. Everybody was on the ground. I was so mad at everybody falling. Like, are y'all not eating the food? Get up and go to breakfast. Get up and go to lunch. Go to the weight room. Anywho, so they lost yesterday for the second time. UCLA beat them, and then they let Texas beat them. So we probably gonna drop in ranking. We were number 2 behind UCLA, and because we let a SEC team beat us, that was pretty ranked. We're probably gonna drop to number 3 or 4. And whether you think rankings matter or not, they do. Whenever the SEC tournament comes, how you are ranked matters in who you play. Because they will normally put the number 1 seed against the last seed, and vice versa. The number 2 to the next one, the number 3 to the next one, until they weed all the sorry teams out, right? Also in the NCAA tournament, it matters what your ranking is because that dictates what bracket you're in, whether you're in what they call Albany 2, and that matter who you play, and where you play. So you can get the advantage if you are the number 1 or the number 2 seed. So we're going to have some tough games ahead, guys. Yeah. Listen, I've been ripping ESPN a new one because ESPN pissed me off so much this season. First of all, ESPN started it off with not showing the games on time. They would have volleyball or some other game on when the number 1 team in the country was playing. And they should have been, like, they would have it on the app, but they wouldn't have it playing on regular TV. Then when they would play, you didn't know if you were supposed to be watching ESPN 1 or ESPN 2 or what have you. So the game might start off on ESPN 2 and then they would switch to ESPN 1. Then, as of recently, ESPN wouldn't even do like a wrap up of the game. Like, we would have, of course, Andrea Carter and Chris, what's Chris' last name? I forgot the lady name. Chris something would do like the halftime show. But we need to have the post-game interviews with the MVPs of the game, the coaches. We need all of that to happen after the game plays. ESPN would turn the game off and go straight to football. And I understand that it's football season, but it's women's college basketball season as well. And the people who spend money on stuff for advertisements and all of that, guess who run the household? Bump what y'all think. We're the ones who dictate what kind of coffee gets bought in the house. We're the ones who dictate what kind of pancake mix to bring in the house. We're the ones who dictate all of the things. Okay? So if you bring women's college sports to ESPN, don't leave us hanging. Do all the same things you would do for the men's game. That's all I'm saying. So ESPN don't want me because I'll be talking trash. I'll be like, what's my girl name that told Stephen A. Smith that he could have been talking about women's college basketball in the WNBA? What's her name? I forgot her name. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Anywho, have a good day. It's 11:30. I done been on here for over 2 hours. Thank y'all so much. Hey, cuz, I think we'll probably be down this weekend or next. We'll have to get together. I'll holler at y'all later. Bye. Okay, YouTube, it's just you and I. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. I greatly appreciate everybody tuning in. I need to get in the shower. I need to get the rest of my day, even though I've had a pretty significant and awesome day already. I love everything that I'm able to do before noon now. I promise y'all, when I was working, I wasn't getting nearly as much stuff done. I am now able to get up, get a workout in, get a meal, and enjoy the rest of my day. So thank y'all so much to everybody that tuned in today. I greatly appreciate your support. I'm going to order my other ring light, so that I can have you guys get in the same angle that everybody else gets, like that my TikTok audience give. In fact, I'll probably try to get StreamYard so that I can stream live on all platforms at the same time. Thank y'all so much. I greatly appreciate y'all and for tuning in to Lashanda.